Hi, this is Dean Malenko of Suncoast Professional Wrestling. Along with me today, my co-host, Mr. Henry Raines. Let's go to Henry right now with our sponsors for tonight's action.
Our sponsors tonight are the Time Machine, Gold's Gym, Video Disc and Tapes, and Anchor Air.
Hey, here we are back again, and I'll tell you one thing, this guy standing next to me is one big dude. We're talking about Full Force. We're talking about a guy who's going to take Suncoast Wrestling by surprise. A graduate of, if I may, Sarasota High School, and a pretty good amateur career, if I may say. And you decided to turn pro, and it's something I think you took a lot of time and effort into, and here you are. What do you foresee in your future, and foresee as a future as far as Suncoast Professional Wrestling?
Well, Dean, I come Suncoast for one thing only, and that's to wrestle. I had a dream, and I just took one step into that dream and became a wrestler.
I'll tell you, if wrestling's what you want, this is the station to turn into. And Suncoast Wrestling is what you want to look at when you think wrestling. Your opponent this evening, Jumbo Baretta. We're talking about another big guy, somebody over 300 pounds. He's got a reputation about himself. He can wrestle. He's got a little bit more experience. As far as your tactics, have you maybe kind of drawn out a plan or drawn out some kind of scheme as far as the way you want to have your hand up raised in victory?
Well, Dean, Jumbo, we wrestled before, and he's a pretty mean dude. But I'll just take one step at a time and just take him as he comes.
Well, I'll tell you, Jumbo Baretta is one fine wrestler, and I've seen yourself several times. We're good friends, and I've helped you out as much as I can. I think you got a lot of talent, and I think the people of Suncoast Wrestling and the fans out there, if they pull for you, I'll tell you, they're going to be pulling for a champion. I'll tell you right now, let's go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to see what Full Force is all about with Suncoast Professional Wrestling. I'll tell you, we're back here again at Suncoast Professional Wrestling. They say we're kind of the new kid on the block, but, you got to prove yourself and start somewhere, and this is the place to start right here in the Suncoast area. Henry, I'll tell you, we've got some match coming up here with Jumbo Baretta, and this is Full Force. What do you think about this match?
Well, I'm really proud to have this as our first match of our show, of our whole season here. We've got a couple giants that are going to be in the ring.
I'll tell you one thing, it looks like it's Jumbo Baretta is having a little match of his own right now. Looks like a spectator from the front row there wants a little action.
Well, he definitely isn't a fan favorite. I can tell you that right now.
Let's do it.
Looks like we've got Full Force entering the ring.
Looks like he's got a little bit of a bodyguard there, too. I'll tell you one thing, this guy ain't no small picnic here.
Hey, Full Force is one person who I think would never need a bodyguard.
You're right at that. I tell you, Henry, it's a real privilege and an honor to be sitting here with yourself. And, it's something new to both of us, and I think just in time we'll get this thing going underway.
From Havana, Cuba, at 330 pounds, Jumbo Baretta. In the far corner, at 338 pounds, from Sarasota, Florida, Full Force.
Now there's the bell and the start of the match. I'll tell you one thing, this should be interesting. We've got two giants in the ring right now.
Dean, I just want to thank you right up front to agreeing to host our show. It's really a pleasure to have someone with your kind of experience involved in a show like this.
Well, Henry, it's my privilege. I enjoy doing things like this and helping out the community in any way I can. And I enjoy just keeping, just a little bit of part of wrestling still with me.
You were just on an international tour recently. Came back into the country, and can you tell us anything about that?
Yes, I just got. Can we hold off on that just one second? I'll tell you,
better.
There's a lot of action going on in the ring right now. These two big men are really moving. Oh, look at that. Jumbo Baretta.
Amazing.
Woo! Looks like he's getting a little bit of a massage out there from. I think Jumbo Baretta took off on us. Getting back to your saying, you're right. I did just come back from the international tour of Japan. I was there with my brother. We were there for 4 weeks. We had a very successful trip. My brother just got finished winning the junior heavyweight championship over there. I got a lot of things accomplished, and I'm back here, and it's good to be home.
Well, your last night of the tour had quite a tag team match, didn't it?
Yes, it sure did. We wrestled probably two of my favorite people to watch, and that's the British Bulldogs. I tell you, I admire them, and and got the utmost respect for him. We had one heck of a match, and that's, you know, before I finished with wrestling, which I am now, it's something I wanted to do.
So then the rumors I've been hearing are true that you have no plans to continue your wrestling career.
Well, right now as it is, I sat down with my parents and my brother, and consulted with some friends, and you know, I've been involved in wrestling since I was 8 years old, amateur, and I've been doing it for 20 some odd years now, and there's other things in life to do, and I thought I'd step aside and let some of these young guys get in here and, you know, show what they got. I'm not saying I'm old or anything by any means, but 20 years is a long time, and I accomplished everything I wanted to do.
Well, professional wrestling can be really rough on your body and make you a little old before your time anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you one thing. These two guys here are really going at it as we're talking.
Oh, hard to believe
slam.
you could just catch a man that weighed that much in midair.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but if you looked at the ring, I don't know how this ring is still standing with these two giants bouncing around in here. Oh, beautiful leg drop right across the throat at full force there.
I was sort of inspired by Full Force's interview there, where he said he's just taking one step at a time, trying to work for his dream. And that's sort of what Suncoast Wrestling is all about. We're starting out local base, Manatee County, but we're getting tremendous support from the businessmen, from the fans. And we're trying to make some dreams come true for a lot of different wrestlers. They're young, they don't have a reputation yet. They got to take those risks to get themselves noticed. Looks like a little shortcut by Jumbo there.
As you were saying, you're right. You know, in any case, you got to pay your dues sometimes, you know, in and out of the ring. And a lot of these guys are going to get beat up, and they're going to lose matches, but like anything else, you know, you don't give up. You just got to keep trying. If you got a dream and you want something bad enough, you stick with it, and sooner or later, you're going to accomplish your goals. And that, not only is that the secret of wrestling, that's the secret of life. And I'll tell you, back to the action again. Wow, what a bear hag and a drop there by Full Force. I'll tell you one thing. I'm really glad I'm sitting here with you, and I'm out of this whole sport of wrestling. Just watching it just crunches me in pain, just holding my back, just sitting here. I can imagine what these guys are going through in the ring right now.
Well, I hope Full Force doesn't decide to go into early retirement after this, because he seems to be taking the worst part of this match so far right now.
Frankie, excuse me a second there, Henry, but Frankie Ray's is one heck of a referee, but it looks right now he's at the wrong angle of it. Well, there.
I think you could see it on the previous camera angle. That
I think maybe he had a headset on like we do. I think he heard what I said, because just as we're talking, he went over to the other side there. Tell you one thing, this Jumbo Baretta, this is where experience comes in a hand. He knows how to angle the ref exactly where he wants him. He's putting him in the right position, you know, to get away with things that are not legal in professional wrestling.
You know, these men are some of the largest men around. And I'd like to mention that Anchor Air Conditioning is not only Manatee County's largest air conditioning contractor, but has been Florida's West Coast's largest volume Arco Air dealer for the past 2 years. It's time with the summer coming up to get your AC checked, so call Bill Long at Anchor Air, 746-4191.
I'll tell you, this Jumbo Baretta is going to need an air conditioning room when he's done. These two guys have really been going at it, just a slugfest in the middle of the ring. Oh, beautiful high knee lift sends Full Force right down to the canvas. I'll tell you one thing, this lady here in the front row, she sure heck doesn't like Jumbo Baretta. Looks like Jumbo Baretta is moving in for what they call their Russian sickle. At one time, that was the move my father used to do.
Can you tell us what your father's been up to? I think there must be fans all throughout Florida that remember Professor Boris Malenko, also known as the Great Malenko. Is he still involved in wrestling?
Yes, he is, Henry. We have in fact, kind of glad you brought that up. No, we have a wrestling school. We had one in Bradenton here, and we still have contact with Bradenton. We have one running in Tampa. That's the Malenko School of Professional Wrestling. In fact, a lot of the guys that you'll be seeing here at Suncoast Professional Wrestling are graduates of the school of Malenko's Pro Wrestling.
Well, do you think if people locally wanted to get in touch, at best they could just call us at the time machine and we could put them in touch with you, or?
That'd be fine. They could give you a call at the time machine, and in return you can give them a way to contact either myself or my father. I'd be more than happy to help them out in any way they like. You know, if wrestling's the career that you want to do, I'll tell you, without bragging and without saying that he's my father, he was one of the best. Back in the 60s, he was a big name here in Florida. To me, he's a pioneer of Florida wrestling. And there's a lot of young talent that grew up with my dad, and the reason why I'm in the ring today is because watching my dad grew up in the wrestling ranks. So you get back in the action there. Jumbo Baretta almost took a 3 count. But with that experience again, He got up after 2.
I would like to thank the businessmen in the community. They're getting behind Suncoast Pro Wrestling. We've got quite a few sponsors signed up already. If you're a businessman in the community, you want to get behind us, contact the Time Machine at 758-3684.
I tell you, these guys are really going at it. They're both outside the ring right now, and that count is on. I tell you, that count, whoa, ram that head right into the pole. Tell you one thing, that Jumbo Baretta, I don't know where he's at. Well, it looked like we got a 10 count. These two guys are really going at it. I'll tell you, there's no love lost here. Whoa, full force, and I'll tell you, that's exactly, that name fits him well, Henry. Full force, and that's exactly what he had right behind that punch, putting Jumbo Baretta down onto the floor here. Full force, I'll tell you, he's not giving up. He's still kicking and he's clawing away.
I don't think the belt made much difference to these two.
No, I think it's going to take more than Frankie Reyes to keep these guys apart. You see my father right there, he's trying to get these guys apart, but I'll tell you, these guys are some big guys. This is going to need a lot more guys than. I'll tell you.
Still issuing challenges at each other.
Yeah, they sure are. I'll tell you, I think what we got here is a love-hate relationship, and I'll tell you one thing, I don't think there's a lot of love here. And these guys are relatively about the same age, and they both went to high school and both had great amateur careers. And I've heard them say from time to time about their bragging rights that one's better amateur wrestler than the other. I'll tell you, this crowd is really responding to this match. We're going to break right now. That was some great action right there from Full Force and Jumbo Baretta.
Bring some excitement home. Rent a movie from Video Discs and Tapes. Nothing to play it on? We'll rent you the player too. Whether it's action and adventure, romance, or comedy, Video Discs and Tapes has over 4,000 selections, so you're sure to find the movie you want to see. Video Discs and Tapes also transfers 8mm, 16mm, and Super 8 to home video. So relax at home with a movie from Video Discs and Tapes in the Southwood Mall, 14th Street West, or call 753-1919.
This is Dean Malenko. We're back. I'll tell you, it's not too hard if you're looking through your TV set right now who this guy is with this big flashy belt. We're talking about Gator Gilmore, the Southern Heavyweight Champion. Gator, wearing that belt, you wear it proud and you look good with it, and I know it's a lot of hard work to get it, and also it's even more hard work to keep it. I'll tell you, Suncoast Wrestling, where it is right now, and I know a lot of the wrestlers in the Suncoast area are looking at one thing and one thing only, and that's to take this belt away from you. What are your plans as far as retaining the belt and the competition you got coming up to try to take it away from you?
Well, Dean, this is what it's all about. Listen to these fans out here. They're yelling because the Gator is the Florida champion. These fans are my champions. And as for Beef Wellington, I know that you're one of the top 10 guys that are coming after me for this title belt. But I'm prepared to go 10 minutes, 30 minutes, even an hour to defend this title belt against you and any other opponents that I have to go up against.
I'll tell you one thing, Gator Gilmore, you're going to have the chance. In 2 weeks, we do have a title match set. Gator Gilmore versus Beef Wellington. That's going to be one heck of a match. So in 2 weeks, we're talking about putting this up on the line. And I know one thing, Gator Gilmore's not going to give this up very easily. It's something he worked for and it's something that he worked very hard for. And he's not just going to give it away to anybody. So Beef Wellington, if you're listening, I know Gator Gilmore, he's ready. Are you ready? 2 weeks, Southern Heavyweight Championship belt. It's on the line. Don't forget to tune in with us. We'll be right back.
Gold's Gym has spent years building incredible bodies. Bodies that look good, bodies that feel good. Gold's Gym has been in business longer than any other gym in Bradenton. With a sauna, co-ed gym, Nautilus machines, and free weights, Gold's Gym has everything you need for a complete workout. Come train with national champions. Let Gold's Gym start you on your own personal fitness plan. Give us a call or stop by at the Bayshore Promenade on Highway 41 and 63rd Avenue. Gold's Gym is for everyone, so go for the gold at Gold's Gym.
Spider-Man meets the most amazing people in his line of work. You can meet these unforgettable characters too at your local comic book store. Marvel Comics have the heroes, the villains, and the super storytelling that make comics so special. And you can make sure that you don't miss any of the excitement or a moment of the intrigue by getting your Marvel Comics at your friendly neighborhood comic store. Here's where all the action is.
The Time Machine, Southwest Florida's headquarters for new and old comics, fantasy and strategy games, and all your favorite magazines.
Certain companies soar above the others, and Anchor Air Conditioning is definitely a force on Florida's West Coast. If your air conditioner needs service, replacement, or installation, come fly with Anchor Air Conditioning. Known for our prompt pinpoint service, we are proud to be recognized as one of Florida's leaders in the installation of Arco Air heating cooling products, a manufacturer known for their sky-high efficiencies and their down-to-earth reliability. Don't call a fly-by-night, call Anchor Air Conditioning and do it right.
Well, this is Dean Malenko, and we're back again for some wrestling action. I'll tell you, I'm a little lonely here right now. If you're looking for Henry Reigns, he's not here. But in a couple seconds, you will see him. That's right here in the squared circle. Our own Henry Reigns, hammering Henry Reigns, should I say, is going to take on his next opponent, and that's Jimmy Fields. Looks like referee Frankie Reyes is coming to end right behind him. As I said before, hammering Henry Reigns. I'll tell you one thing, this Henry Reigns is really going to surprise a lot of people. He's an outstanding wrestler, besides a close friend and a co-host of the program. And here in sight right now is Jim Fields entering the ring area right now. Well, it looks like we're getting ready for our next match. Well, to the near turnbuckle facing me, at 208 pounds, from Denver, Colorado, Jimmy Fields. His opponent, from Bradenton, Florida, weighing at 208 pounds, hammering Henry Reigns. Well, looks like we're going to get going. There's the bell, and the match is off. Both opponents stalking each other. I'll tell you this, Henry Reigns. Oh. I'll tell you, I always kid Henry, because when I see him practicing or working out with different guys, we used to kid him and call him the technician. Henry really takes his stuff seriously, and I'll tell you one thing, he really knows the moves. There again, hanging on with that armbar and taking full advantage of it. Jimmy Fields with his foot on the rope. That's another move right there of a veteran performer. Yeah, he sees he's in trouble, he puts his foot on the ropes and gets a clean break, and he starts back up in a neutral position. There goes Henry with that arm twist. Got that arm again. And a reversal by Jim Fields. What a beautiful leg trip. I'll tell you one thing. This Jim Fields really going to have a tough going today. And again, as usual, our referee, Frank Reyes. I'll tell you, Frank does a fine job. He keeps a lot of things in order. Well, that's it for Jim Fields. I'll tell you, he's not going to take that nonsense of that stuff. I think he got maybe a little embarrassed in front of the fans and the people at home. Looks like he's taking over on Hammer and Henry right now. Looks like a chokehold right there on the top rope. Referee Frank Reyes with a count. Nice break. Looks like Jim Fields is complaining there a little bit about Henry Reigns, but from my angle, my point of view, I don't think I saw anything. Attempting a monkey flip there. Henry Reigns taking a blow there on the low back. Jim Fields reaching in, grabbing a front chancery, or better known as a front headlock. Going for a hip toss, and he succeeds. Henry Reigns get right up there. Boom. It's a blow to the back there. Looks like Henry Reigns making a little bit of a comeback himself. Oh, beautiful suplex there. Oh, thought I had him for a pin count. It's only a count of two there. Looks like Jim Fields trying to take a little bit of a breather there. Stepping through the ropes, and that starts the count. I'll tell you one thing, Suncoast Wrestling, this is where it's happening. This is where a lot of young talent, it's just really good wrestlers. There goes Jim Fields. Oh, beautiful lariat. Now, some people, you might get confused. Some people call that a clothesline. It's called a clothesline or a lariat. It really doesn't matter, either one. Vicious forearm to the back there by Jim Fields. It's a front face lock into the ropes. Referee calls for the break.
1, 2, 3.
Nice clean break. I'll tell you, it might be a nice clean break, but I'll tell you one thing. I don't think this Jim Fields is taking this match too lightly. Beautiful hip toss there by Hammer and Henry Reigns. Oh, and a drop kick. Sends Jim Fields right to the canvas. He's got Jim Fields a little confused right now. Puts him in the ropes, shoots him in. Oh, beautiful forearm. Goes for the cover. We got a 1, 2, and a 2 count. Not quite a pinfall. We got some match going here. It looks like we're going back and forth. No one really got the advantage over the other guy quite yet. Tie up collar and elbow. Supposed to be a clean break there, but I don't think Jimmy Fields is looking at it that way. Oh, another forearm to the back there, driving Hammer and Henry Reigns right down into the canvas. Shoots him in, going for the hip toss. Goes to hip toss in. Oh, and takes the hip toss, reverse hip toss. Oh, looks like a backslide's got him down. 1, 2, and 3. That's the end of the match. And our victor, Hammer and Henry Reigns. Say that was some match by Hammer and Henry Reigns. He did one heck of a job, and I'm really looking forward to him coming back and helping me out here as a co-host. I really miss him. He's one heck of a guy. I'll tell you, that was some match. We'll be back for another one. Well, I'll tell you, we saw some exciting matches this evening. We got a chance to talk to Gator Gilmore, our Southern Heavyweight Champion. Got a couple words for what he's going to say in 2 weeks. I'll tell you, looking forward to next week. We got the Masked Superstar up wrestling next week. We also got Nasty Ned, Crash Chandler, along with Chris the Dr. Proctor and Paul Drake. I'll tell you, we've got some really exciting upcoming matches coming and looking forward to you. I'll tell you one thing, this Hammer... Well, I'll tell you right now, it looks like I just got a...
Dean Malenko, huh? The great Dean Malenko. You know, I heard a rumor, Dean Malenko, that you retired from wrestling. Now, how can that be? I could have sworn that next week I got a match with you.
Well,
how could you be sitting here, and I got a match with you next week, and I hear you retired? You couldn't have retired. You're going to really disappoint me. Even though, when I think about it, getting in a ring with a caliber wrestler like myself compared to the caliber wrestler that you used to be, I'd have retired too. But you really hurt my feelings because I wanted to show you a few things about wrestling that you should have learned a long time ago. You know that, don't you?
Well, I'll tell you something. I don't know you. I don't know anybody in explanation. I did what I thought was right for my career. As far as
career? Your career is wrestling. Now you're sitting on your butt. This is something you should have done a long time ago. I agree with that. But it really hurts my feelings because I wanted to show the man how to wrestle. He doesn't really know, you know?
I'll tell you something, that's your point of view, and I can't stop you from saying what you want to say. But I'll tell you, you'll have a worthy opponent next week.
No, I doubt that. But anyways, just keep doing a good job. I know. No, don't get crazy. I know that you're retired. You can stay retired. I'll just continue with my fabulous career because I am the greatest wrestler in the history of wrestling, and you may have been, but now I am. He retired. Keep up the good work.
I'll tell you, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, he can say what he wants to say, and I did what I thought was right, and I don't have to prove anything to myself or my family or my fans. I'm not going to change my mind. I'm happy with what I did, but I'll tell you, Suncoast Wrestling is where it's happening, and that's what we want to pay attention to. So this is Dean Malenko by myself, and I think Hammer and Henry Reigns will be back here again, but. Yes, I want to get in with the sponsors again this week. The Time Machine, Gold's Gym, Disco Disc and Tapes, and Anchor Air. And remember, Suncoast Wrestling. This is Dean Malenko saying, this is where it's at. This is where the new talent is coming, and this is where it's going to stay. Be again here with us next week.